I'm Ron Squire. Welcome to highlights of the 2012 FSR World Trophy. This is one of the test programs, so if you are watching this is not the real highlights program. We'll start off with the round 8, the Spanish Grand Prix taking place on the Valencia street circuit. This is one of the few tracks that is not popular with drivers. This is a street circuit, and so overtaking will be cautious. In pole position we have Mark Alberts for Ghost Speed Racing ahead of Tommy Nelson in the GT Omega. Brucker and Zolti in ATR Development and Netrex Jr. There's plenty of midfielders in the front of the grid, including Marshall Thomas for Management for You number 2, and Nick Fisher for ATR Development and VDB Motorsports. Drake Bush have just missed out on the top 10 with Benjamin Chong in 12th. 13th we have Johanny Elman for Go Speed Racing in 13th. Netrex Jr.'s Danny van der Neet is in 14th. Peter Burlack has actually got the back of the grid penalty for infringements in the earlier races, so he will start 24th today, ahead of SJ Racing's Jonathan Holmes, who is actually going to start from the pit lane. So last place will be taken by Michael Suckers. We also got grid 2, Justin Cooker for Rothmans Racing, and Eric Silly for VTB Motorsports. Cannon Racing, Team Horizon and SJ at the back of there. And the main recorder for our programme, James Hoofer, will start in 7th with Thomas Corolla at the back of grid 2 in 10th place. So the race started, everyone got off the grid well, including Peter Burlack, who's got off the grid very, very well as they go into the first corner. We'll get the rear of the field. Jonathan Holmes has already got past Chris de Jong as they go up to a triple pairing of what happens to be Johannes Kunkel and one of the Netrex Neopolis cars as they go closing after the first lap has been completed. Peter Burlack is making ground after his back of the grid penalty and has already moved up into 19th and 20th. Also moved up to 19th and 20th place, just passing one of the Revolution Motorsports of Michael Fulcher. During a battle in midfield, Nick Fisher collided with one of the GS Pro engineering cars, Casey Bussell, and broke his front wing. He went to the pits for repairs. Meanwhile, Mark Harbours is doing well at Golden Football ahead of Tommy Nelson, but he's still leading the race, continuing until a couple of laps later. While chasing down one of the SJ racing cars, Chris de Jong has an off-track moment, causing him to lose a bit of time. Meanwhile, the final corner, Jonathan Holmes makes a huge mistake giving his position to Franz Schneider. Then Jonathan's connection went off completely as he went out of the race. While defending himself from Scott Wild, Johanny Ullman's wing collided himself with Michael Coulter's Revolution Motorsports car. He went to go back to the pits for repairs, however, on lap 5 his brakes failed and he was forced out of the race. It's Michael Fulcher versus Radovic Mack Racing. The backwall tried to defend himself from the Revolution Motorsports. However, the Revolution Motorsports was a little bit faster. Tried to overtake him, but he can't make it stick. Meanwhile, Drog Borchov is about to be passed by Peter Burlack, who is on a winning streak, trying to go past the VTB Motorsport car. Fantastic driving from the Croatian. However, a couple of laps later, he makes his first stop. Going into the pits, he makes his first stop, hoping to get back out quicker. The screw works very efficient on his car, and he goes out just 6 seconds on his watch. He manages to rejoin it back in 9th place behind the ATR Development. Meanwhile, looking at the management for you cars, one of them got into a spin and crashed his back wing, otherwise alright. Benjamin Chong also gets himself into a spin, however later recovers. Johannes Kunkel also has a late moment, going a little bit wide. That man Chris de Jong is still closing up on the Meanwhile, Tommy Nelson is closing up on Mark Alberts. The Swedish is losing him very, very tight now. Meanwhile, Peter Burlack is hoping to clinch another race win to close his hopes on the World Trophy. He manages to go up to 4th and later up into 3rd However, he has a little moment with one of the ATR development cars and carries on. De Jong has an off-road moment and goes just behind Alonso. However, Nick Fisher has a connection problem in the tyres. So has Mika Sukkers, who's gone off track and lost connection, forcing him to retire. Amazon also has a problem when entering the pit lane exit, and Revolution Motorsports car Michael Fulcher exits the race in a big way as his engine explodes. Mark Albert's next pits, surrendering the lead to Tommy Nilsson. This is a sacrifice he's willing to take, and he has done it. He will take a 6-second stop before rejoining in third place, just in front of Peter Burlack. Tommy Nilsson has a clear track in front of him, meaning that he will lead the race calmly and carefully. There are 2 unknown DNFs with Milan Radmilovic, and Miko Sukkos also retired with unknown. Tommy was leading well, however, an off-track excursion with the barriers, meaning he lost his front wing, but he was able to continue, hoping to go back to the pits for a new front wing. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be about a couple of corners later, as he missed his braking spot, slammed into the wall, and was forced to retire. There were 3 more retirements at the final stages. Franz Schneider gives up, De Cox have also retired in the middle pit entry, and Johannes Kunkel given up on the first corner. A win was never on his cards when he was about to start on the back of the grid at the beginning of the Grand Prix, but a superb start and a good strategy has promised him another win here this season, his first win in Spain, and his first win around the Valencia street circuit, which will give him an even closer chance to clinching the World Trophy. Burlack wins with 50 points, 40 points goes to Viosa, 30 to Zolti, 25 to Gouffier, 20 points to Colorac, nice performance from him, and Macor. Core is for 18 points, 16 points for Basel, and Goshov gets 15. Looking at the Drivers' Trophy, and Peter Burlack leads over 100 points from Ria Lepler, who's now won the World Championship. Johanil Alman has done a good race today despite his accident earlier. Tommy Nelson is in 4th, Brandon in 5th, and pole sitter Mark Alberts, despite him retiring 6th place at the moment. Constructors Championship Twister leading Go Speed by nearly 100 points, GT Omega ahead of Rex Jr. and ATR Development, and Pro Engineering and Racing of Go Speed in 6th and 7th, and AT Racing against Silverline 1 point. The upcoming Grand Prix will be the Belgian Grand Prix, and if you watch the race live as happens, simply go to the website on screen for the SimRace.tv broadcast today at 2 PM GMT. If you want to get involved in the action, simply go to formula-simracing.net and click Get a License in the right margin of the front page. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also get yourself involved on the FSR Fantasy League by following the link on screen and getting involved for chances of Thrustmaster prizes. We hope you enjoyed this test presentation. I'm Ron Squire, and we'll see you later today for round 9 of the FSR World Trophy.